Hey friend, welcome to Ask Dr. Betters. I hope you are one of our supporters. I hope you will consider sharing your resources with us so that we can continue developing these various resources that we do week in and week out. We're trying to exist for the purpose of offering help and hope to hurting people. So visit us at MARKINC, MARKINC.org in order to support us and donate to our ministry. We would appreciate that. You know, this is a very sad question that someone's asking. I've been asked this question many times. Here's a person who's a widow of 9 years, and has a son who has not lifted a finger to help his mother. And yet he's angry when he finds out that she is not planning on leaving him anything from her estate when she passes. And now he's angry with her and wants to know why the granddaughters are being helped, but he isn't. And the answer is very simple. We reap what we sow. And yet, having said that to you as the mother, I want to challenge you not to go to your grave a bitter woman. I think that it's more important for you to forgive your son for being so non-helpful, for being so self-centered and selfish. And I think that for you to die a bitter woman over his sinful responses to you would be to dishonor your own memory. I'm not saying you should give your son anything of your inheritance, but I'm saying you should prayerfully consider it, because you want him to remember that you were a person different from him, and that he already knows that he's disappointed you. He already knows that you're angry with him. He already knows that he has not met up to your expectations as a son. The only exception to that, I would offer this. If your son is going to take your inheritance, his inheritance or the inheritance, and use it to glorify Satan, not glorify God, that's different. I do not want my children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren to remember me as a bitter person. I want them to know that when or if they slapped me on the right cheek, to give them the left one also. If they commanded me to walk a mile, to walk two. If they took some of my clothes, they could have them all. That's what Jesus taught. Now, I'm not saying that's easy. In fact, I'm saying that's very difficult. But you must battle dying from bitterness. Bitterness defiles, and many are defiled because of bitterness. You should prayerfully consider what you might do, with the caveat that if he's on drugs, or if he's a drunkard, or if he's promiscuous, you're not going to leave your money to him to spend it on those things. That would be where I would look at the people in your life who are somewhat, if not completely, obedient to the cause of Christ, to leave your money to. Looks like you're struggling right now with coming up short every month, and that's sad that you come as a widow with the so-called widow's mite. And I think it's more important for you to honor Christ even with those, or in those, who are able to bear witness to the fact that you're not a bitter woman, that you're not going to be defiled. You're not going to judge people and hold people responsible for anything but their own sins. But don't commit sins in the process by showing that bitterness, or being hateful, being deceptive, being cruel. You don't want to do to your son the same thing in your death that he is doing to you in your life right now. So I would encourage you to prayerfully consider what you might do, how you might help him, what you might leave him. Could be not money, but something else. Could be a way for you to say to him, I love you. I've always loved you. He already knows you're disappointed in him. But leave him something that says to him, I loved you. I never stopped loving you. And prayerfully consider what you might do to help. But being bitter is not what you should do. Hope this helps.
Hi, my name is Melissa Weisenfels, Executive Director here at MARKINC Ministries. Thank you so very much for your continued support of this video series. Ask Dr. Betters is not meant to be a substitute for professional counseling, but instead is designed to extract biblical principles around the questions being asked. We encourage you to seek professional counseling if needed.